The best way to get into the music industry is by going out every Saturday night rather than interning. Hey, I'm Sophie. I'm the Operations and Communications Manager at Maker Agency. We are an artist bookings agency and we represent bands, producers and DJs across Australia, New Zealand and Asia. I've just wrapped up working on the Motez Australian Headline Tour and we're currently working on the Pond National Headline Tour. I've worked on Splendour in the Grass Festival, Falls Festival. I work with Tame Impala and I've done their National Headline Tour. I also work across What's or Not's projects very heavily every time. My day-to-day is to manage the artist logistics and internal operations. I'm across absolutely everything of the business. I can book a show, I can contract it, and then I can actually make it happen. I also look after all the marketing for the business and tour pitches for all the agents as well. The advantages of working with such a small agency is that you form really good relationships with so many bigger bands and people around you. You also get to know how to do absolutely everything across the business. It can be stressful at times because you're expected to do so much, but it's great. So the music industry works by you've got your artists and they perform at a venue, and then with that venue there's usually a promoter that puts on the show. They take on all the risk and the marketing for the show. There's also managers that take care of all the artist needs day to day, and then there's agents that actually book the shows. So it's a big community of people working together. Looking after everything for a musician is quite tough. There's a lot of needs, a lot of egos, and my job is just to make sure that everything gets taken care of. You have to deal with hospitality and tech writers, and these can be pages long at a time. And it could be one thing like the artist needs a pair of socks and the promoter won't provide it, and that becomes an issue. Hanging out with successful musicians can be interesting. I get nervous around bands that I really admire. I can't really talk to them or I don't really know what to say. But the artists that I work with, I'm pretty good friends with now, so it's all fine. An artist was talking to me about booking their flights for a show and that they wanted to take a girlfriend with them, and I didn't know they had one, so then I started questioning him all about it and stalking her on Facebook just to make sure that she was a decent person. The music industry in Australia is actually really well respected around the world because we have so many upcoming artists that are, have a different sound and are just really interesting to everybody else. If you want to make it, you definitely have to be going overseas into the US though. There's just way more places to tour and to play and perform. I just fell into it. I didn't really know there was a whole world behind the artist and the bands that I love. And then one day, I was with my ex-boyfriend and I realised there's this whole world behind there, and I just thought that is something that I really want to do and I think I'd be really good at. I'd studied a lot, but I actually never finished my degree. It actually ended up being networking that got me there in the end. It's definitely about who you know. I met my boss when I was out partying one night, so that was good. I was also interning at a bunch of different places to try and get a feel for different kinds of industries, and I was in an events PR internship at the time that I got this role. Interning in the music industry is pretty crap. It's just a bunch of people trying to get you to do free work and not really learning anything. I felt like I was being taken advantage of the whole time. I was essentially writing press releases and sending them out to the entire media contact list as free work, and not great. I don't think in the music industry you have to intern. I think it's more just about meeting who's involved in putting on shows, and artists and venues and promoters is really the way to get the job. My advice for getting into the music industry is to go to the venues that you love, wherever your favourite artist is performing, and get to know the people that are putting on the show. The promoters and the crew that are putting it on, I generally have the relationship with booking agents and managers and will be able to get you there. To be able to get to know those people, it's generally just talking to there's always a door crew that you can talk to that know who's who. Also, you can generally tell who's putting on the show because they're running around or they're next to the DJ booth. Also, there's always a street crew of promoters that like to bring people to the venue, and that's your way in as well. That's where I started. The best part about the industry is definitely going to all the free shows. but also it's being part of something that's bigger than yourself. You get to see an artist perform that you've spent so long working on, and it becomes very emotional. I always feel like a very proud mum. The most annoying thing is people asking me for free tickets. I generally save those for the people that I actually care about and want to take with me. I get a lot of people that have never spoken to me before asking if I can get them to shows, which is really annoying.